Let's try Turk McGurk. This is the bad deck of the week that I built. I know this deck is awful. Just god-awful, dude, but I guess enough people in chat have said they wanted it that we'll play it. A couple of Pride of Whole-Clades. This card's bad, but it draws cards. It's got 15 toughness. Holy butts. And you play it for like 2 mana. Ambling Stormshell. That's also really bad, but it draws 3 cards. Feckin' Greenshell. Not terrible, but, you know, still. Blossoming Tortoise. Also not terrible, but, you know, still. Bedrock Tortoise allows us to actually swing our creatures for combat damage. So that's good. And then aside from that, we got Aegis Turtle. This is a 1 mana 5/5. It's the strongest creature in terms of rate in the history of Magic the Gathering. Once we have a Bedrock Tortoise out, and obviously we go turn 3 Tortoise, swing with a 5/5 that turn. That's gross. Pretty decent against aggro, I think, too. Into the Flood Maw for tempo, Unable to Scream for actual removal, and then Llanowar Elves and Glimpse the Core, which is probably not a good card to be playing, for a little bit of ramp, because all of our guys cost too much. That's the deck. Against all odds, opponent actually gets to go first against us. You would think that the arena gods would be like, oh, this guy's playing turtles. Let's let him go first. But no, true to form, actually, we get to be even slower. So, let's see what they run out. They go Concealed Courtyard into Case of the Uneaten Feast. Well, it's the kind of deck I like, at least. Let's run out Hedge Maze here. Feckin' Greenshell on top? I guess I need creatures. Sure. Need lands. Need some ramp. Need a lot here. But we got Bedrock Tortoise. I said on turn 3. I meant on turn 4. But I guess with Llanowar Elves, you get it turn 3. Deep Cavern Bat. Have fun, kid. It's actually really funny. They're going to be like, oh, dude, sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to ruin your good time. What did you actually take? Bedrock Tortoise? Well, I guess it's kind of a jerk move when you think about it. It's like the one card that actually allows us to play Magic in our entire deck. I don't know. These guys have decent power toughness, I guess, but it's going to take forever to get to them. We have Into the Flood Maw and Unable to Scream just kind of sitting here. Probably going to hate that I've done this, but I'm going to Unable to Scream the Deep Cavern Bat. Say go. I really should save that for a good creature. We got Restless Fortress into second Case. I wonder if this is 2 drops only. Yeah, Hinterland Sanctifier. Could be a big yikes here if they get their Starscape Cleric in their yard. Or just on the table. You know, it's also a problem. Hedge Maze. Sure. We are slow. Blossoming Tortoise. I can play that next turn. Let's go. Alright, in the turn. If they Starscape Cleric, dude. That's going to be a big yikes. But maybe we can get through it. Maybe we can Unable to Scream it. It'll be fine. We're going to take a damage to the Sanctifier. They also have a Restless Fortress. They say go. Awesome. Let's Yavimaya Coast. Tortoise. Please mill a land. Yes. Alright, they did it. That's so cool. We get feckin' Greenshell next turn. Alright, we're turning it around. Not really. Here comes Zoraline. I was a little worried about you. Just a little bit worried about you. We can't green shell this turn if I want to take care of that Zora. I don't need to take care of the Zora. I don't necessarily need to do that. Or attacks. Alright, so. Attack. Will you block with the Zora? You'll probably just block with Sanctifier, get it back with the Zora. I could take a bunch of damage from Fortresses here too, but I don't think they'll swing with those. We get another land. That's awesome. They do block with Zora. Maybe they have another. It's fine. We got 2 ramp off that guy and got rid of their Zora, and they scoop. We won a game with turtles, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, gentlemen. we won a game with turtles, dude. Look how much is still in our hand. Like, we can Pride of Whole-Clade next turn and still have mana open for any of this other stuff. It's gross, dude. We were gonna Pride of Whole-Clade that turn. Wow. Opponent goes first. Yikes. Okay, well, we'll give it a shot. Why not? We got turn 1 Aegis Turtle. We got a decent removal spell. We got Bedrock Tortoise. Opponent's on Elegant Parlor turn 1. If we are up against the, like, 4 Sunfall, 4 Day of Judgment deck, then we lose. So, let's play Restless Vinestalk. That's pretty good against those cards. I'm not going to turtle yet. I don't want to let them know we're just doing that. Not yet. We'll do it this turn. Turn 2 turtle time, baby. See what we can do. It's a Dalkovan pack piece? Okay, so you're some sort of impact trimmers thing. Almost certainly. Let's just say no to that. No attacks. We put an unable to scream on the pack beast. Apparently they have to scream to summon all those guys when they attack. Another pack beast? Brother. My brother in rice. What are you doing? Let's... Now it's kind of tough. Do I want a tortoise or tortoise? I have 2 tortoises, but I also have a tortoise. As you may have noticed. Dude, I'm coming in. I'm coming in. With Aegis Turtle, yeah. At least I get to attack with a 1-mana 5/5. If nothing else, I get the 1-mana 5/5. Let's go. They now have Zergo. Okay, well, that's poopy. Here they come. They get a bunch of boys. Which they will not lose, by the way, at the end of the turn. Because of Big Z. The Z-Man. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Alright, so... That's a good draw. We get an unable to scream. Let's play untap land. Let's put this scream on Zerg. Sure. It's just a better Dalkovan back beast, honestly. Yeah, tortoise. Blossoming tortoise this time. Is the play. We did get a land there, so let's put it in play. Let's swing for freaking 11. It's not bad. They're going to take it too, man. They go down to 9. Nice. Very nice. Our dudes won't trample, so like if we can't get rid of these tokens, then that could be a problem. Because they don't have to swing with those tokens. Coordinated maneuver against the unable to scream. Very nice. Very, very nice. Pack Beast and the Zergo comes in. That's a lot of damage. Six. Could be worse. But yeah, they have a couple of blockers up, which sucks. That sucks for us. Yikes. And we draw a land after all that. Look at all the lands we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yikes. 8 out of 16 have been lands. That's really painful. That's so painful. Blossoming Tort on top. I don't love it. I want to draw an unable to scream or into the Flood Maw. Flood Maw would be great because we just EOT do it to Zergo. Well, let's get in with Trampleman. We block one guy. And we don't die. So keep up Tortoise. But what if they have a removal spell? And then we do die. So we do it like this. I guess it doesn't really matter. It was actually stupid, but I know they're going to block, so yeah. They take the block on that guy. You shouldn't have done that. Ooh. Okay. They go to 4. They go to 4. They go to 4. Can we do it with Bonstog? Boo 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 doo doo. Maybe. I mean, they got a bunch of cards in their hand. I assume some of them are creatures they can block with, so we'll see, man. We'll see. Coming down to the wire against opponent's cool little Mardu mobilized deck. War Leader's Call. You spend all your mana. We still die, though, right? We take 3, 4, 5 just to these. Yeah, we die. We die. Good game, opponent. I don't think we get out of this. Yeah, yeah. Bang, bang. We go to 7. Good game. At least it was a fun one, though. That sucks, dude. Coordinated maneuver on the unable to scream won them that game. That play won them this game. We go first. I guess Turtle on 1. Okay. Well, no, because all we have is Wrestling Vine Stalks. God. It's like it knows how awkward the deck is, and it just wants to make it as awkward as possible. Sometimes I think Arena's trying to tell you your deck is bad. And it's like, well, you could have just let me play with the bad deck. You know what I mean? You don't have to make it worse. It's already bad. Wow, Inspiring Vantage on turn 1. I wonder if we're playing against the same horrible matchup. Here comes Igus Turtle. What you gonna do? I love that we can strike fear in people's hearts. Manifold Mouse. Uh-oh. It's Boros Mice this time, guys. We don't draw the third land. Flooded last game. Don't draw the third land this one. That's... wow. Okay. It's no attacks. Magic. Magic can be tiresome in this way at times. You know? Thanks for the 100 bits, by the way. Drexia, 808, and Heartbreak. Man. Magic the Gathering. Magic. Hey, there's our third land. Never mind. It will never be the third land. It's an Into the Flood Maw. Let's just say go against our aggro opponent, who is apparently also stuck on lands, I think. There's their third one. Here comes a Tersa Light Shadow. A Tersa Light Shadow. Let's not do anything with that, actually. Let's just save these maws until we need them. I thought these turtles might be decent against aggro. Apparently they are. They threw away 2 Burst Lightning, dude. Those do a lot of damage to me later. What do you want besides Burst Lightning? You know what I'm saying? I guess it's like, they never kill a turtle. Wow. So we still haven't drawn the land. I just want to say, we still have not drawn it. 4th mana for the opponent. Here comes Sheltered by Ghosts. Nice. Well, let's Into the Flood Maw now. Now would be the time to do that. Cool. That's at least that's a play. You know what I mean? It's not bad. Manifold Mouse 2, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. Give yourself double strike. Blossoming Tortoise. Still not a land. You may note, if you're watching at home, the eagle-eyed viewers will note that that is still not a land. Let's unable to scream this mouse too, because I find it kind of funny. I'm attacking with a turtle. I'm attacking. You might as well let it through, man. Might as well. We do have a mana open. They don't know. 5th mana for opponent. Must feel nice. Here comes Light Shatter. They get to filter even more of their cards now. Another... Dude, they had 3 Burst Lightnings. They just letting them all go. You could have done 12 damage to us, man. 12 by now. Here comes Tersa. Let's be ready with this Into the Flood Maw. We might have to cast it again. Block with the turtle. Yeah, Monstrous Rage. I'm just going to make you waste all of your cards. We're wasting our removal, too. Like, we're out of removal now, and all we have is, 4 and 5 drops. Holy God, it's a land. We still can't do anything, though. We still can't. You may note that there's nothing we can do here this turn. So they Light Shatter. Shatter the light. Pitch a couple of cards, one of which is a Hired Claw. Okay. Why? That deals a damage to us every turn. It grows, too. They Sheltered by Ghost. Okay, cool. I guess. Here comes everything. They just hit attack all because they're used to it. We still don't. We will not draw the 4th land, guys. I'm letting you know right now, we're not drawing it. Here comes Emberheart Challenger. Good card. This might be the dumbest game of Magic we played tonight. Yep, Burst Lightning. Okay. It's now 0-3. You know what? I'll take 7. Fine. Get your lifelink, whatever. Please give me an untapped land. Oh my God, it did it. It's because I said untapped, by the way. Here's Blossoming Tortoise, which is bad now. It doesn't do anything now. I guess it ramps us that other land, though. It doesn't! Brother! There weren't 3 on top! Come on, dude. We barely drawn a land all game, and there wasn't one in the top 3, but there were 2 Bedrock Tortoise. Of course, they were 2 of the best creature in the entire deck. Dude, Arena. So we're already up against Boros Mice. They get to draw Screaming Nemesis. All right, man. Is this last card a Monstrous Rage? I swear to God if it's a Monstrous Rage, dude. I swear. By the moon and the stars in the sky. Oh, we get our turtle back. They don't do anything. That's great. So we're going to try again on turtle. I guess we can Pride of Hulklade. Let's go. Can you beat this? Is it even right to Pride? I think that another Blossoming Tortoise is actually correct. We gotta get the 5th land, bro. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. We're at 13, and you know what, guys? We're kinda in this. Like, just like we're sort of in this. Like a little bit. Another Manifold Mouse. And this one they can offspring, of course. Another Manifold Mouse, guys. That's so funny. That's so funny, dude. So we have to get an Unable to Scream now. We just like have to get that. Yeah. Sheltered again. Another Shelter, dude. Is that the 3rd one this game? Oh, bro. I'm getting so salty. I'm getting like so salty, cuz. God, I want to do 2 things at once. I want to do 2 things on the same turn, like so bad. I'm running down, dude. Here comes Pride. Let's go. Do something about that. It's a 215. Can you attack through it? I don't know. Let's see, guys. Oh, man. All right, so... Still not 100% out of this. I gotta say. They get a Helix. Yikes. They're just going to start hitting us with Helix. Here they come with Challenger. We'll block with our 215. That seems prudent to me, you know? Man, they got triple Manifold Mouse. They got triple Manifold Mouse here, guys. That's nuts. Alright, it's a land. That's, you know, whatever. Bedrock Tortoise on top. Okay. 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 We're doing it. We're doing it now, guys. I want the Stormshell. This will attack for more damage, too. Why doesn't any of this stuff trample? At all. This is... Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. They just have to draw not all their burn at one time. That'd be great. Can I kill this Emberheart Challenger? No, they don't attack. Oh, sick. Okay. Okay, guys. Green shell. Green shell. I kind of want the Tortoise to be a surprise. I don't want to play it on a turn I expect to attack. Oh, and we get another Igus Turtle? That's nasty. That's so nasty, bro. Opponent is at 42 here, so let's keep that in mind. Yeah, let's take that action. We get a Restless Vinestalk onto the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I could attack with this Stormshell right this second. No. No, it's not time. Manifold Mouse. I will say, when we do attack with the Stormshell and we have a Bedrock Tortoise out, you know, drawing 3 might actually help us get, you know, the what we need, right? Lawnmower Elves. That's not great. Not yet. Not yet. I'm just not doing it yet. Opponent giving us the emotes, but I'm actually thinking... I know they're an aggro player. They don't get it, but I'm actually thinking about what I do before I do it. Let's take a action here and put that land into play. Get a Lawnmower Elves 2 as a blocker, sure. Alright, guys. Let's put it together. Let's put it together. This is why you play Feather of Flight in these decks, by the way. Here comes Screaming Nemesis. It's a Screaming Nemesis. We've got to draw, like, Unable to Screams or something for these. Like, Into the Flood Maws. We've got to draw something because they'll just kill us with them. Massive standstill. 4th Manifold Mouse in their deck, everybody. They're exactly halfway through their deck, and they have drawn the 4th Manifold Mouse. That's great. That's great. What a dumb card Screaming Nemesis is. We can draw 6 off Ambling Stormshell, and that means maybe we can find the End of the Flood Maws. Have we cast an Into the Flood? We've cast 3. Oh, crap. We've got to draw, like, our last Into the Flood Maw. It can't be Nowhere to Run. Not Nowhere to Run. It can't be Unable to Scream because we can't draw that, like, during combat, right? Bedrock Tortoise. Please put Unable to Scream, like, into our hand. Put it onto the table. unable to scream. Let's go. Okay, so I want to tap the Lawnmower Elves for this. Idiot. Idiot. I thought that feckin' Green Shell would go off first and I'd be able to draw the card. It doesn't have toughness greater than its power. That was my issue there. I just hurt myself pretty bad. I can't attack either. The Screaming Nemesis just kills me. Like, does it not? You know what I mean? Does it or does it not? They can block enough here, right? Yeah, I mean, they have 42 freaking life, so we can't do garbage. We can't. Actually, we will lose. We will lose now. We will lose. We actually screwed ourselves. Yeah, another Nemesis, the perfect card. The perfect card. We should have never played Blossoming Tortoise. I'm so stupid. I've learned from my mistake here. I've learned from my mistake. I will say, if they get in with all 3 Nemesises, then maybe that's good for us. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how things work out here. They probably... Oh, they didn't attack. But we don't draw anything. We draw a land. We draw a land. They didn't see it. They haven't seen that, like, if we block their Screaming Nemesis, we die. They haven't seen that. Why can't I trample? Why can't I... There's got to be something in this deck that gives our guys trample. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left. That means I can still Pride of Wholeclade if I Restless Vinestalk. Well, I'm going for it. Didn't draw anything there. Didn't draw anything there. Oh, no. Into the Flood Maw, into our graveyard. Nice. Ah, you little stinker. You little stinker. Jeez. All right, well, they'll take the blocks. That's it. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. That hurts, baby. That hurts so much. Hey, you got to block with your guys, but we're dead. This really shouldn't work on blocks. Let me just throw that out. This really shouldn't work on blocks. But it does. Yeah, Crater Hoof. That's an idea. Yeah, wild game. Absolutely insane game. I just kind of decided to end it here. I was thinking if we drew enough cards, then maybe, you know, but nah. Apparently not. Drawing 5 really doesn't do anything here. We just take too much from Screaming Nemesis. Well, there goes the team. But we're very dead. So good game. Man. I just figured they would see it. You know? Like, before very long, they're gonna see it. You know what I mean? It's like, we should have just saved the Blossoming Tortoise. This is my bad. This is 100% my bad. I'm not saying we would have won otherwise, but we should have saved that Blossoming Tortoise until we can, like, neutralize the Screaming Nemesises with Into the Flood Maws, Unable to Screams and stuff. Like, we should have been saving that. But I think we were basically out of options because, like, there were 2 Unable to Screams on the table and 1 in our yard. So there's only 1 left in our deck. There's only 1 Into the Flood Maw left in our deck. So all they have to do is block a big enough creature with Screaming Nemesis and they just win because Screaming Nemesis is one of the dumber Magic cards they printed in the last few years. So let's get in a headstone game. Let's cap it off, ladies and gentlemen. One more tonight before we roll out of here. That game was insane. That game was insane. at least it was entertaining. Probably the most entertaining game I'll ever have against Mono Red. A lot of feelings, you know what I mean? They were locking in on a blocking win con. Yeah, exactly. I think they were. Opponent goes first. We get a bunch of 4-drop turtles against opponent goes first. I think that's probably really, really bad. Look at that. Look at how it just knows to give us a decent curve distribution. That's wow. Let's put a forest back. It's really funny. Opponent starts on Hedge Maze. Okay. We're doing that too. We're starting on Vinestalk. Pretty tough decision on the Surveil there for value. Yet another name. We got a guy named Pizza earlier. We got a guy whose name was just Pizza. And now we get a player whose name is just Value. These aren't, like, these are real people. You're telling me these are for sure real people that we're playing against. Because I'm just not convinced, dude. I can't be. I'm sorry. Your name is just Value. Like, not Value bunch of numbers. Like, we are playing against the original player who got the name Value back in the closed beta. Again, I have a hard time believing that. Let's glimpse the core. Some sort of Bant control, I think, here. But it may not be control. And it may not be Bant. It may just play Overlord of the Hauntwoods this turn. We'll see. We ramped with a glimpse of the core. Want to be able to play Tortoise. Yeah, this is looking Zurish to me. This is looking very Zurish to me. Well, we didn't get our 4th untapped land, but we did get a Hedge Maze. Let's maybe keep that Yavimaya Coast so we can play the Ambling Stormshell. Let's run out Aegis Turtle. Let's show them that we're playing a deck that didn't win the Pro Tour and the World Championships because we are not sweating our nuts off in gold tier. I don't know. Maybe they're playing something really interesting. We haven't actually seen a card in their deck yet. But it's you know, those colors. It's Zur coded. Stormshell. Let's try to run it out. It's down. All right. No attacks. He's going to like deadly cover up. That would be Value. Indeed. Maybe he'll Day of Judgment or something. You don't have the mana for any of that. Okay. 2 forests. That, again, that seems Zurish, right? Because you're trying to get Overlord of the Hauntwoods as quickly as possible. Yada yada. Pride of Wholeclade on top? Sure. Alright, so you don't have a bunch of different land types, so it's not like you can like leyline me or anything this turn. I'm going for Bedrock. Yabba dabba do, bud. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's coming down, and now we're attacking for like 14. We draw 3. Holy crap, we put him at 6. Huh. If they have sweep, we just lose. But if I don't play Pride of Wholeclade this turn, then, you know, I won't be able to play it next turn if they sweep. I'd rather just, you know, if they have removal, like single target removal. And Pride of Wholeclade's pretty good. Oh, second white. Yep, Sunfall. Ah! There it is, dude. Let's roll our eyes. Let's give him a little eye roll. Because we're over here trying to play decks that not everyone in the absolute world is playing. And they're like, I'll play a deck everyone plays. Let's get in with Vinestalk. Wait. Do we have the... Yeah, we have the mana. All right. Bing bong. Put them at 1, but can we beat them from there? That's the problem. It's going to be tough. That last point's going to be tough. Yep, they say go. There's another Vinestalk, though. So they just removed... Yeah, they're like reading Vinestalk. They couldn't wait for us to activate it. They wanted to look at it real quick. Well, let's force them to use their removal spell. Do it. Do it. Even if you pop that, what do you do after this? How do you not take the last point? It's going to be interesting. Nowhere to run? Elspeth Smite. Okay, you are still going to die to that? Cutzel's Flanker. Oh, you gain life. Guts, man, of all the cards you could have had to pull it off this turn, it was Cutzel's freaking Flanker. That's funny. Alright, they scried 1 to the top here. Cutzel's Flanker. Like, again, of all things, Cutzel's Flanker, dude. Alright, I'll play Vinestalk. It sucks they had life gain. That's really stupid. Overlord of the Hauntwoods comes down. Crap. Well, I think we win, guys. Unless they have a bounce spell, I think we win. That'd be awesome. That would be seriously incredible. Why do I feel like you're going to tap my blue mana down? I tell you what. Let's just go ahead and flood Maw. And get him? Yeah, okay. Turtles, ladies and gentlemen. Turtles beats the 4-color Overlords deck. You can tell all of your friends that Turtles plays through a Sunfall, 2 removal spells, and a Cutzel's Flanker and beats the World Champion and Pro Tour Champion deck. You can tell everyone that. Why don't you? Because it's true. It's true. Turtles murders that deck in the face and neck hole. But I can't believe we did that with freaking Turtles, dude. Oh, that's great. We got in for 14 damage and drew 3 against the best deck in the world. Shell, yeah, indeed. Simon Chi. Simon, you 100% right, dude. Simon Chill, it appears your name might be. Or unless it's Simon Chi 19. Could be. But woof, literally watching the stream with my pet turtle right now. Okay, here's the deal. Tell your pet turtle they're the best in the world. The best in the world. All right. Munched on him like a head of lettuce.